The Beatles biopic is cast. Ariana Grande has several hits on the rise, and I speak to Lizzo. All that and more coming up on the Pop Pod. I am Pop Sam Cam. Thank you for joining me today. If you're loving the Pop Pod, follow or subscribe and rate 5 stars if you want to or feel that way. I would really appreciate it. Thank you for joining me for what is one of the biggest episodes of the Pop Pod yet, because I have an interview with an artist who has scored major hits, taken home a Grammy for Record of the Year, and has a new album coming out. It is Lizzo. I got the opportunity to speak to her about the new album, Love in Real Life, which she's dropped 2 singles from. More on that later, but for now, let's get into the headlines. The Beatles biopic is coming. It has announced a release date for 2028, which is a long time away, but we have the actors who will be playing the Beatles. We have Harris Dickinson as John Lennon, Paul Mescal as Paul McCartney, Joseph Quinn as George Harrison, and Barry Keoghan as Ringo Starr. This is an interesting one because it is going to be released as 4 different parts all at once. It's being described as like the first bingeable movie experience. We obviously have some time to wait for this one, but I think it's interesting casting and an interesting concept. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this one turns out. Next piece of news is that Wet Leg, the band who had a massive breakthrough with their debut album and specifically the song Chaise Lounge, they are back with an album called Moisturizer. It's going to come out on the 11th of July. It has 12 new songs, including the new single that they've released today called Catch These Fists. Have a listen. Over to the charts, where Ariana Grande is having a great time with the deluxe edition of Eternal Sunshine, Brighter Days Ahead. Dandelion is one of the big rises from the album, looking like it could end up being the biggest hit down the line. It's up 7 spots to number 11 on US Spotify, and it also rises 3 spots to number 30 on global Spotify with 2.57 million streams.
Yes, I promise, if I'm being honest, you can get anything you like. Can't you see I blow my mind?
Twilight Zone, the one that's being pitched as the single at the moment, has also risen to number 9 on global Spotify, up 3 positions with almost 3.6 million streams. Every single song from the deluxe is rising on Spotify, and now Ariana Grande's Eternal Sunshine is challenging for a 3rd week at number 1 on the Billboard 200. There was currently forecast that Playboi Carti's music was going to spend a 3rd week at number 1 this week, but Eternal Sunshine seems to be doing the numbers and seems to be building some strength as the week goes on. I will keep you updated with that. In terms of other things rising, yesterday we talked about a new artist called Somba and his song Back to Friends. Well, Back to Friends continues to rise. It's up to 61 on the global Spotify charts, but he also has a new one, the biggest riser on the global Spotify charts today, Undressed, which is up 59 spots to 90.
I'm looking at you and you're looking at me, but the glimmer in your eyes is saying you wanna leave.
I think when you have more than one song rising at the same time, it's a pretty clear indication that there is an emergence of you as a rising artist rather than just sort of a TikTok hit grabbing a one-hit wonder. Things are going very well for Somba. They are also going well for Malcolm Todd, who I talked about yesterday with his song Chest Pain I Love. That has now gone up 44 spots to number 69 on the US Spotify charts.
I'm about to throw my phone away. Can't let my girls know bro been fucking with my day.
Time to move on to the interview. As I said at the beginning of the podcast, I got to interview Lizzo about her new album. We didn't have long together, but we had enough time to discuss these new rock influences that are coming through. And also I asked her what she thinks a 10 out of 10 pop classic is. I'm just going to run the interview. Hello.
God, no fucking way.
How are you?
Oh, I am so starstruck a little bit.
Oh, stop it.
No, I watch your videos all the time. I really value your fucking opinion, bro.
Oh my God, thank you.
Damn,
That's
it's so nice to
incredibly
chat.
nice.
What?
It's incredible to chat. I mean, I've been watching you for so long. This feels like quite surreal to be finally face to face with you.
I know it's surreal for me too.
Oh, stop it.
I'm joking. I'm not.
I can't believe we've only got 10 minutes. I want to be there sitting in the room with you, like watching you play guitar.
I know. I can tell you just really fucking love music and you nerd out on it. I think that's what everyone loves about you is like hearing like your thoughts from like a real music lover is just like so fresh and rare these days. So thank you. And for
Uh,
critically discussing it and critically thinking about it in a non-biased way. I know this is you interviewing me, but I just had to say that.
That's so nice. It's so interesting you start that way because I was going to throw that right back on you. Because, like, I've seen this fire in your eyes and I saw it in the videos and I saw it on stage in New York a couple weeks ago. And there is something there. And when I saw you, like, in the leather in the music video, I was like, well, this just makes sense. Like, Lizzo's always been a rock star. We just didn't see it.
I didn't see it either. And I think it's because I was running from it. I was very like, I want to be cool and I want to make
Yeah.
trendy music and I want to make twerk music too. It's not fair. And then it's like, people connected to Juice and people connected to About Damn Time. And I'm like, okay, let me connect to those songs. Why
Yeah.
haven't I connected to Juice and About Damn Time like everyone else has? I love those songs. I wrote them. But like the way people love that music, I didn't quite understand it yet. Or maybe I rejected it about myself. And I
Yeah.
think now I'm embracing what the Lizzo sound actually is and appreciating what that sound means to the current music landscape, like what I mean to the current music landscape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it just like it clicked for me as well. And I was like, her music has always been rock in some kind of way. Like, it's not maybe not as explicit as the new songs are, but there's certainly like rock elements to everything that you've done in the past and a rock attitude as well. And you know when it really clicks for me? When you played that rock version of Rumors and you've got the guitar there and the fan is on your hair and shit. And I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm watching Tina Turner.
Thank you. No, I wish I could show you the amount of names I've spoken to today. I have sheets of all the people I've spoken to today. You are the first person to actually say like you've always had a little bit of rock in your music. Like Juice is so guitar heavy. Tempo has this ripping guitar solo at the top. And even like deep
Yeah,
my album like Cry Baby and even on Special, like About Damn Time is funky, but it's guitar. It's don't.
totally.
And
The
I
way
think
you sing, Because I Love You as well, like rock undertones in that.
especially the end of Cause I Love You, where it's just like
Right, right.
I think that I just because I spread it out, it was like sparse. It was like
Yeah,
if you my album, it gives you maybe two or three of those moments, but then it'll be like Soulmate, Good as Hell, Truth Hurts. You know what I
right.
mean? And now on this album or this body of work, I should call it. I honed in on the sound and I made sure. I mean, there's gonna be some moments like I'm a rapper too, but
Yeah,
it's all gonna be the same band. Like for me, I wanted it to be like, what if you were walking down the street past a garage and there was a band in there jamming? Like, what would this sound like? And that's where Still Back.
right.
And that's where Love in Real Life comes from. And there's a few other surprise songs on the album that sound like that too.
So where does it like start? Like where is this seed planted? Because obviously like the Rosetta Tharpe thing is going to be huge for you in the next like years, couple years and always has been. But what is the moment that clicks?
Um, hmm. There's there's really one moment. I think it was writing Love in Real Life. Because I had written, and I've told this story a few times, but I'll tell it to you. I want to tell you in a way that's unique, so you have a little bit more, but no shade to everyone else. But but I had been writing when I first got back from tour, like as soon as I like landed from Japan, I just went like straight into the studio. And even though people think that I was like sitting at home twiddling my thumbs, I was just like in the studio crying, talking,
Yeah.
writing like songs that I just was like deeply satisfying to me, just angry songs. And I wrote a lot of rap songs and I wrote a lot of dark songs. I wrote some house songs that were just like, how do I get happy? Let's be for
Yes.
real.
There's aggression in that. I love it.
And then it was like 40 songs I played for like Craig Coleman and he was in Julie Greenwald and they were just like, what are you doing here? You've got like rock, you've got like house, you've got like rap, you've got like R&B, you've got like pop, you've got like weird like early 2000s vibes. What do you figure out what you're doing? You're like, we normally let you do all of this like genre bending, but like I think you gotta pick one a little bit
Yeah.
and or like shuffle it in a little bit, reel it in. And so I went back in the studio with Ricky Reed and the crew, and we did Love in Real Life. And Love in Real Life was an outlier. I remember being like, what the fuck is this? You know,
Yeah.
it was like, what kind of, it's like the strokes into like like a Chuck Berry, like rockabilly breakdown. I was like, I don't know what we're doing, but this is so cool. I can see it in a stadium.
Yeah.
I went to the drawing board. There was literally an dry erase board in my brain and in real life where I just was like, erase everything and start from here. Love in Real
Mm.
Life is track number one of this album. What does the rest sound like? And from there, we wrote everything else. And some songs from the dark ages. I wrote a bunch of songs in like October of 2023 when I was really depressed and like manic.
Wow.
And those songs aren't, they're making it on the album because I feel like fans deserve to hear it. I think, but they're the more stripped down sonically.
You
So it'll,
need to hear the journey, I think, and you've always given us the journey. It's what I appreciate getting to a song like About Damn Time or Still Bad. It's like an exhale, but you have to hear what it took to get to that exhale, you know? And coming out of winter here, when you hear a song like Still Bad, walking down the streets with the AirPods in, it's like, we're back.
I know. Well, that's how I feel. And I hope that like I can just exude that. And I hope that it's infectious enough for the world to feel. Like
Mm.
I know that the world right now is a scary place and it's almost a traumatizing experience to be a human who's conscious right now and cares. And I
Yeah.
want to still continue to provide music that isn't tone deaf, but also provides some sort of relief or or reprieve for people who
Yeah.
have to experience this and who have to exist during it.
Yeah, I love that. I can't, we're being wrapped up, which is crazy. I just want to talk to you all day. But
God.
I ask everybody, and I know you're going to have a good one for this. Like, what is your 10 out of 10 like pop classic? Like if somebody had come to you and been like, "What is pop music? What is the best version of it? What's the
In
song
a
that comes
song,
to mind?"
in a song.
Yeah.
Oh, you just finished it. If I had to tell you like what is like a perfect pop song, I would say Hey Ya.
Y'all don't wanna hear me, you just wanna dance. Don't want to meet your daddy. Just want you in my caddy.
Yes.
I would say Hey Ya.
100%.
There's something about all of it. Like the writing is great, the production is great, but it's also the fact that it was Andre, the like how he subverted everybody. What Andre did culturally was also pop as well. It was pop as fuck to me. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and there's like a singy songy chorus that just makes no sense that the world wants to sing. That's pop music, baby.
Right. Yes.
And you know what else? A bridge, god damn it.
Yes, bring
Take
back the
it, take a
bridge. Come
Polaroid
on.
picture, take it. It's a bridge. Like Max Martin made bridges, guys. Let's use them. No, I'm just kidding.
No, say it louder.
We should use them.
100%. This has been such a pleasure. It's so nice to meet you. I appreciate what you do so much, and I'm always just so locked in. I
Thank
can't wait to hear this record.
You're amazing. Keep being
And
you.
bring the band back to New York. I fucking loved that show. I cannot tell you, like, I was losing it during Rumors. I was like, this is all clicking.
Oh my God. Okay, well, we're that's a promise. I'll be back, honey. And
Thank you.
continue to be you. We love you for you. We love you because you're just true to yourself. Like we love you. We respect you out here. Just saying.
I don't need him, I need a drink. Let's turn this pain into some champagne, baby. Like cheers, bitch, it's been a day.
That's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. If there's anything that you want me to cover on the podcast, you can send me an email or a voice note at popsamcam@theinterns.net, or you can reach me in my DMs on TikTok or Instagram. Don't forget to follow or subscribe to the podcast if you're enjoying what you're hearing. I will see you tomorrow.